नमस्कार कॉस्मिक वर्ल्ड में आपका स्वागत है। आज का मेरा टॉपिक है द आर्ट ऑफ कॉन्वर्सेशन। यस, कॉन्वर्सेशन इज अ two-way process, but at times silence also speaks, and your words means a lot. Your tone, your body language. This is the amalgamation of the three things in your conversation. So how we should converse, what should be our voice tone, and what should be the words which will impact the other person, which will influence someone, and your body language. How does it translate into your conversation with the person in front of you? So here are a few points that I would like to discuss. Face directly with eye contact. Face time is very important. When you are facing a person, the person is directly in your contact, and this is how you can always be connected. So that should be your first and foremost gesture. Number two, your attention, your affection, your listening, and you're respecting a person sitting in front of you, or you are conversing with someone. Ensure that you are in direct connection with the person, and the person should feel that he is being heard. That's how we translate a good conversation and a good listening skill. Listening is very, very important for any conversation or any connection. After this, what should you do? You should always schedule and organize your conversation. When you are facing someone, you should schedule, make it happen in an organized way. A haphazard conversation will lead to nothing except distraction and frustration. Number four, your ethos and your high character. When you are inviting someone for a conversation, the person should understand that you are punctual, that you will not ask them to wait, and you will be listening patiently to what they want to say. You'll be hearing with emotions, with the problem that they have, and you will try to find a solution. Your conversation will be need based. Number five, always remember that you have to count your blessings. Whenever there is a conversation, you should feel happy. Your body language should be positive. You should not be a frustrated, negative person because that will not lead to any communication. Number six, you should know the facts and factuals of the conversation. When we are conversing with someone, when we have a two-way conversation, we should know the facts beforehand. Because if you don't understand why we are actually in communication with a person, where is the purpose and what is the end result, it will not result in any good, positive conversation. Number seven, always connect to the person sitting in front of you. The rapport has to be created. Always remember, when you have a rapport with a person, only then he will be able to communicate what he has come for. Or if you have called for a meeting, your purpose is delivered directly to the person. Always transform your conversation into a decision. So there should be a decision making conversation that you have communicated what you wanted the person to do or what you wanted him to understand, and that's how the conversation will be effective. You should be a good analyzer. An analyzer is a person who is able to get accurate facts, and he owns the responsibility and the accountability of a conversation. Next, you should also be a director to get results, a go-getter, a person with full of energy. And along with these two qualities, you should also be a socializer, expressing people's concern, a people-oriented person, and managing things. In society, you should know the society norms and your conversation should be within the periphery of what you really want to convey. All listeners are not the same. So remember, when you are talking in a group, you have to understand the need of the group. What kind of a group are you addressing? And what is the age group? What is the locality? What is the geographical conditions? All these factors have to be a part of your conversation. Only then you will be able to hit the target accurately. Always keep your dialogues balanced. There should be no monopoly or dictatorship in your dialogue, like do this. Always say, can we do this? Do you think we can do this? Or what is your opinion regarding this? When you are humble, when you have a dialogue with a person, it will automatically convert into compatibility, and the two persons compatibility is very important. Next, the silence helps. When someone is speaking, be silent. Don't overshadow with your conversation. Number 17, clashing, incompatibility, because when you are trying to counter the conversation, you are actually cutting down what the person wants to convey, and that will result in no results, and that will be very frustrating. Always ask questions for clarification. Pause. Make your conversation open-ended. Throw questions to the group so that they are able to contribute. They are encouraged. They are able to acknowledge and agree, and they are engaged in your conversation. The act of listening is an art. Listen attentively, and then you will understand it better. Be fascinated with each other. There should be a strong bond. The other person should also feel important. Don't ignore the person or interrupt the person. Listening always builds trust, and that is a strong way of communication. In your conversation, always remember the person in front of you or the group in front of you has come to you with some kind of aspiration and looking for solutions. So always give them a chance to express. Repeat their conversation also. Yes, sir, what were you saying? Oh, that's what you wanted to say. I'm very happy. Yes, yes, we can certainly take your opinion into consideration. It's a real test when you are listening to someone and when you are pausing before replying, because during the conversation you have to soak the words in your mind. Soak the words in your mind, absorb them, and then represent. Once you learn this art of conversation with your tone, high and low, curt but humble, and at the same time you are able to understand, the patient listening converts 100% any dialogue, any meeting, any conversation into a successful event. So be a patient listener. That's all from the Cosmic World today. See you in my next video soon.